I have built well over 100 funnels for coaches, consultants, and agencies. And out of all of those funnels, this is the exact one that I have seen the most results with, which is exactly why I have implemented it into my acquisition system as well. What I'm going to be going over today is not for the average consumer. Okay, this is for people that are doing well over $10,000 a month and want to scale their marketing to the next level. So if you can't handle this type of information and you believe like you are not at that point to implement it into your business, click off this video right now. But for those that want to actually generate leads through their Instagram, through ads, and through content, this is going to be for you. All right, what I'm going to be going into today is probably the only video you're ever going to need to understand how to turn viewers, aka attention, into trustworthy, loyal buyers. So I have two funnels set up. I have the ad funnel and I have the content funnel. First, I'm going to go over the content funnel because this is phase one. Phase one is to have a good organic content structure. If your content organically is not converting and is not getting attention organically from the right people, there's no point in jumping into ads. Okay, many people think they can hop straight into ads and then go into content after, but that's just not the case. Phase one is to start with the content, and then phase two is to go into the ads. All right, so with that being said, let's understand the funnel. Same funnel applies. Top of funnel, middle of funnel, bottom of funnel. Same exact thing. The way I've labeled it is at the top of the funnel is where we get attention, at the middle of the funnel is where we get trust, and at the bottom of the funnel is where we do the conversion. Okay, people think that they can get attention with one video and convert someone with the same video. But that doesn't work because you need to get attention, you need to get trust, and then you need to get the conversion. It's a three-step mechanism. If you don't hit all three steps, you are not going to generate revenue, right? And keep in mind, this funnel that I've set up is the hybrid funnel. So it's ads and content. However, it's very, very indirect. So it's not focused on getting immediate fast sales. It's optimized to build trust with our audience so that they can buy when they're ready. Because every single buyer has their own journey. Somebody may watch one video of you today and then immediately fall in love with you and trust you and then immediately buy from you the next day. Whereas someone might need more content from you to trust you so that eventually 1 month later they can convert. Okay, everyone has a different stage, but as long as we maintain content at the top of the funnel to reach new audiences, to maintain that attention, and then we also post middle of the funnel content for the audience we already have to build that trust, and then we convert with value, bottom of funnel niche value that speaks exactly to our market's pain to convert them. Okay, three-step mechanism. So basically you want to be like, okay, hey, look at me with top of funnel content. Middle of funnel content, we basically show them, okay, I've solved this problem in the market and I know what I'm talking about. I'm credible, you can trust me. Bottom of the funnel content is basically when they come over to you, say they're ready, and then you can solve that problem for them, right? Some examples of top of funnel content that I do is entertainment videos, like lifestyle, value that's super broad. This all depends on your hook. So like if I'm making a video about your ads not getting good results, instead of saying your ads are not getting good results because you're doing X, Y, and Z, I could say like, this ad tip will completely change the way you run ads forever. Right now it hits more of a broad audience. So the way I word my hooks and the way that I word my captions and the way that I what type of content I post is going to attract a certain type of audience. Something broad with motivation, entrepreneurship topic is going to be pretty top of funnel because it's going to attract basically everyone, a really broad audience. And then in the middle of the funnel is a little bit more niche and narrow, where people that already have seen us before, but maybe they haven't trusted us yet, get to trust us. This is where we post client results and our lifestyle as well. Get more personal. So at the top of the funnel is where they first see you for the first time. They don't know who you are, but they see you. Middle of the funnel is where they start to figure out who you are as a person. Bottom of the funnel is where you convert them into a buyer. Okay, and the bottom of the funnel is just with niche value CTA videos, pain-driven, solution-driven, solving their problems, carousel story sequences, CTA again, story sequences as well, CTA, right? These are all important. Now, something that I really want to go over is that what I do is I convert only with my organic content. Okay, the only time I'll convert with ads is with retargeting ads. So you can see here, I basically have no middle of funnel in my ads, right? The middle of the funnel is basically where they're in my content marketing funnel. So at the top of the funnel for ads, I literally run traffic ads. So I don't even run DM ads, it's traffic ads. So I'm basically trying to throw in traffic into the funnel, and then hopefully my content can convert it, my bottom of funnel content can convert it, or my retargeting ads can convert it. My retargeting ads are asking for DMs. My bottom of funnel content is asking for DMs. So these are both of my conversion mechanisms, right? So as long as my top of funnel traffic ads that are leading people to my profile, it literally says view Instagram profile. Doesn't ask them to buy, doesn't ask them to DM. It says follow to learn more, view Instagram profile. And then they go to my profile, they fall into my content funnel. They see top of funnel content, middle of funnel content, and then they either convert from here or from here. One of the two. That's how I built my acquisition system from the marketing side of it. Right? Now, how can we actually turn these types of people into leads? It's simple. We have the attention at the top of the funnel. We have the trust built in the middle of the funnel. We get the conversion at the bottom of the funnel. Now, how do we actually use an appointment setter to book them on an appointment? Right? We have two people. We have an outbound VA and we have an inbound AI. Okay, so we want to keep our profit margins as small as possible, as high as possible. So we leverage AI as our inbound appointment setter. The outbound appointment setter is the VA. The VA is just going to be reaching out to people that engage with our content. Like, comment, share, follow. Just going to be reaching out to them, trained to be super personal to them. So not just saying, yo, yo. It's actually going to look at their page, see something about them, and then tell them something that only someone would say if they actually knew who you are, right? To grab their attention. And then our inbound AI will initiate the conversation and book them on an appointment from there, set them on a call with our closer, and our closer will close them. Now, the way we book the appointments is by sending them a funnel link. So we send them to that VSL funnel after booking. Once they get to that VSL funnel, they could either be qualified or they could either be disqualified. Right? The way we do our marketing is saying spots are limited. So if they fill out the application sheet and they turn out to be qualified, then immediately they go on a sales call, we close them, and then we sell them on our high ticket. That's best case scenario. Worst case scenario, they get disqualified. We can do a few things. We could either send them back to the top of the funnel with our YouTube content, basically middle of funnel, because if they're watching YouTube, most of the trust is built there. Anyone that ever goes to watch your YouTube content is almost at the bottom of the funnel, right? They've already had your attention. They've got to the point where they're seeking for your YouTube link, which is why I always hide my YouTube link. I don't promote it because the people that go to look for it are the people that are going to buy from me because they're at the bottom of the funnel. They're so interested that they're actually looking for my YouTube link that I don't promote at all, right? You guys watching this video right now till this point, or you just trust me so much that I can genuinely solve problems inside of your market because of the fact that no one is going to watch this much of a niche video solving such a specific problem for this long, right? It just doesn't make sense. So the only way someone would do that is if they're at the middle of the funnel or the bottom of the funnel. So that's why we can always leverage the YouTube funnel as well. So if they DQ, that's no problem. We send them either to YouTube funnel or we downsell them by basically telling them, hey, I saw you applied for a high ticket program. Unfortunately, all slots are closed, but what we can do is put you in X, Y, and Z for now, right? And that's your downsell. And then you downsell them on something, and then you get them a fast win. Immediately after they get their first win, they see the value, and then you upsell them on the high ticket, okay? That's exactly how I have built my acquisition system to not only get leads through content and attention through content, but same through ads. And then also to leverage the outbound VA and the inbound AI. And most importantly, to make profit off of DQs and qualified people. If you can see the difference here between this funnel and the direct funnel, you will be super successful in your business, because here we're basically letting everyone buy at their own pace, right? We're letting everyone buy at their own pace and not treating every single person like a number through a cookie cutter funnel. That's not how it works, because some of these people will get DQ'd, they'll get downsold, or they'll go back to the top of the funnel and they'll come back down the funnel at their own pace. Or someone will literally watch a video one day and then the next day convert and then buy. Everyone has their own process, everyone has their own pace, and with this funnel, it optimizes for trust, because we're not begging for people to buy off us, which is amazing, which is super, super amazing. And not only does this make us look like really, really trustworthy people, but this also puts a great image on your business. And that's what I want to portray in my business personally, because this is something that you can build evergreen, right? If you don't nail down the trust aspect of it, you might make a lot of money, but it's not going to last a long time, I'll tell you that.